Hello, I'm Emma, and today we're exploring one of the most important parenting skills, teaching emotional regulation to children. Big feelings can overwhelm young minds, but with the right guidance, children can learn calm, resilience, and self-control. Let's discover simple daily ways to help them thrive. Every parent wants their child to grow into a calm, confident, emotionally healthy human being, yet many quietly wonder what to do when emotions become intense. Tantrums, tears, shouting, frustration, and sudden mood swings can leave even loving parents feeling confused or exhausted. In those moments, it can seem like the child is misbehaving, but often they are simply overwhelmed by feelings they do not yet know how to manage. This is where emotional regulation becomes one of the most valuable life skills a child can learn. Emotional regulation is the ability to notice feelings, understand them, and respond in healthy ways rather than reacting impulsively. It does not mean suppressing emotions or expecting children to be calm all the time. It means helping them recognize anger without hurting others, sadness without shutting down, excitement without losing control, and frustration without giving up. This skill shapes friendships, school success, mental health, and future relationships. Children today are growing up in a world filled with stimulation, pressure, fast entertainment, and constant comparison. Their nervous systems are often carrying more stress than adults realize. That is why emotional regulation matters more now than ever before. A child who learns to manage feelings early develops resilience that protects them for years to come. They become better at problem solving, communicating, focusing, and recovering from setbacks. The good news is that emotional regulation is not something children either have or do not have. It is learned slowly through repeated experiences, caring guidance, and daily routines at home. Parents do not need to be perfect psychologists. They simply need to become steady teachers of calm. The first lesson begins with understanding one powerful truth. Children borrow regulation before they build their own. When a child is overwhelmed, the adult nervous system becomes the model. If a parent responds to screaming with screaming, panic with panic, or anger with anger, the child's stress increases. But when a parent speaks firmly yet calmly, breathes slowly, and stays emotionally steady, the child begins to settle. This is called co-regulation. Before children can self-regulate, they must first experience someone helping regulate them. Imagine a child crying because a toy broke. Instead of saying "stop crying, it's nothing," a parent might kneel down and say, "I know you're upset. You really loved that toy. I'm here with you." These words do not reward bad behavior. They create safety. Safety is what allows the brain to calm enough to think clearly again. This leads to the first practical routine, naming emotions daily. Many children act out because they feel something strong but do not have language for it. Their body feels hot, tense, fast, or heavy, but they cannot explain it. When adults help name emotions, confusion becomes clarity. You might say, "You seem frustrated that the game ended. You look disappointed that we had to leave. You seem nervous about school today." Over time, children begin to connect inner sensations with emotional words. This emotional vocabulary is powerful because feelings that can be named become easier to manage. Research consistently shows that labeling emotions reduces emotional intensity. Once children can name feelings, the next step is teaching that all emotions are acceptable, even when all behaviors are not. This distinction changes everything. Many children grow up believing anger is bad, sadness is weakness, or fear is shameful. Then they either suppress emotions or explode with them. Instead, children need to hear a healthier message. You can say, "It's okay to feel angry. It's not okay to hit. It's okay to feel disappointed. It's not okay to scream at people. It's okay to feel jealous. Let's talk about it kindly." This teaches children that emotions are natural signals, while behavior remains a choice. They learn responsibility without emotional shame. As this foundation grows, breathing becomes the next essential tool. Breath is one of the fastest ways to calm the nervous system. Yet many parents tell children to calm down without ever teaching how. Calm is a skill, not an order. Children need practice during peaceful moments so they can use it during stressful ones. Try simple breathing games. Smell the flower, blow out the candle. Pretend to slowly inflate a balloon in the belly. Blow bubbles with long, gentle exhales. Use pinwheels or feathers to make breathing playful. Practiced regularly, these exercises train the body to shift from stress into calm more quickly. The next powerful habit is creating a calm corner rather than a punishment corner. Many children are sent away when emotional, which can feel like rejection during the moment they most need support. A calm corner is different. It is a safe place with pillows, books, sensory toys, drawing paper, or calming visuals where children can reset. This space should not feel like exile. It should feel like refuge. You might say, your body seems overwhelmed. Let's go to the calm corner together. Sit nearby if needed. Over time, children begin choosing the space on their own because they associate it with relief rather than shame. As children learn calming tools, parents can introduce body awareness. Emotions live in the body long before they become words. A child may clench fists before anger, feel butterflies before anxiety, or heavy shoulders before sadness. Helping children notice these early signals allows intervention before full escalation. Ask questions like, where do you feel anger in your body? What does worry feel like in your tummy? Does frustration make your hands tight? This teaches self-awareness, which is the first step to self-control. A child who notices rising anger early has a better chance of choosing healthy coping tools. Another key routine is practicing pauses. Children often react immediately because impulse control is still developing. Their brains are under construction. They need repeated guidance to create space between feeling and action. One simple phrase can help: pause, breathe, choose. When conflict happens, gently repeat it. Pause, breathe, choose. Pause before grabbing. Breathe before yelling. Choose words instead of hitting. Repetition matters. Eventually the phrase becomes internalized, and children begin using it without prompting. What begins as your voice becomes their inner voice. Emotional regulation also grows through predictable routines. Children become dysregulated more easily when hungry, overtired, overstimulated, or uncertain. Sometimes what looks like defiance is exhaustion. Sometimes what looks like laziness is overwhelm. Consistent meals, sleep schedules, transitions, and rhythms create nervous system stability. For example, warning a child before transitions can prevent meltdowns. In 5 minutes we will leave the park. 2 more turns, then bath time. After dinner comes homework, then play. Predictability reduces stress because children know what to expect. Stability outside supports stability inside. The next lesson involves validating before correcting. Many adults rush straight into discipline while the child's brain is flooded with emotion. In that state, logic rarely lands. First connect, then guide. If a child throws blocks in anger, start with, you were really upset when your tower fell. Then add boundary, blocks are not for throwing. Let's rebuild or take a break. Validation does not excuse behavior. It opens the door so teaching can enter. Without connection, correction often becomes noise. Parents must also teach problem solving after calm returns. Once emotions settle, reflection becomes possible. Ask gentle questions. What happened? What were you feeling? What could you do next time? Do you need to repair anything? This process helps children move from victim of emotion to manager of emotion. They learn that mistakes are moments for growth, not identity labels. Saying you made a poor choice is healthier than saying you were bad. Shame freezes learning, while guidance builds it. Modeling remains one of the strongest teachers. Children study adult reactions constantly. If parents slam doors, insult others, or rage under pressure, children absorb those patterns. If parents apologize, take breaths, use respectful words, and recover after mistakes, children learn healthier pathways. A parent saying, "I'm frustrated right now, so I'm taking 3 deep breaths," is deeply educational. A parent saying, "I spoke too harshly earlier. I'm sorry," teaches accountability. Children do not need flawless adults. They need adults who model repair and regulation. Screens and overstimulation also deserve attention. Fast-paced media, constant noise, and excessive device use can increase irritability and reduce emotional resilience in some children. Quiet play, outdoor movement, boredom, reading, and creative time help regulate the nervous system naturally. This does not require eliminating technology completely. It means balancing stimulation with restoration. Children need moments where their brains are not constantly activated. Calm environments help build calm minds. Physical movement is another overlooked tool. Emotions are energy in motion. When children are restless, angry, or anxious, movement can help discharge stress. Jumping, running, stretching, dancing, climbing, and outdoor play regulate body chemistry in healthy ways. Instead of demanding instant stillness from a dysregulated child, try movement first. Let's do 10 jumps together. Want to race to the tree and back? Let's shake our arms out. Often the body must release tension before the mind can listen. Teaching empathy also strengthens emotional regulation. Children who understand others' feelings become less reactive and more thoughtful. During stories or daily life, ask questions like, how do you think she felt? What might help him right now? Why was your friend upset? This grows perspective taking. A child who sees beyond their own impulse becomes better at pausing and choosing compassionate behavior. Emotional regulation is not only self-control. It is also awareness of impact. Some children feel emotions more intensely due to temperament, sensitivity, neurodiversity, or stress. These children are not difficult children. They are children needing tailored support. They may require more preparation, more sensory tools, more repetition, and more patience. Comparing them to calmer siblings or peers often increases shame. Instead of asking, why are you so dramatic? Ask, what support helps you most when feelings get big? Shift from judgment to understanding. Many emotionally intense children grow into deeply empathetic, passionate adults when guided well. Parents should also know that setbacks are normal. Progress is rarely linear. A child may use breathing beautifully one week and melt down the next. That does not mean failure. Skills strengthen through repetition over time, especially as the brain matures. Think growth, not perfection. Celebrate small wins. You used words instead of yelling. You calmed faster today. You asked for help. You took space when angry. These acknowledgments reinforce progress and build identity around capability. Children begin seeing themselves as someone who can manage feelings. Family emotional culture matters deeply. If a home treats feelings as inconvenient, children hide them. If a home treats feelings as dangerous, children fear them. But if a home treats feelings as normal signals to understand and guide, children become emotionally healthier. Simple daily check-ins can transform family culture. Ask at dinner, what was one good feeling today and one hard feeling? Share your own answers. Normalize discussion of inner life. Children raised in emotionally open homes often communicate more honestly as they grow older. Boundaries remain essential. Emotional regulation teaching is not permissive parenting. Children still need limits. The difference is that limits are delivered with steadiness instead of humiliation. You may be angry, but I won't let you hurt people. You may be upset, but homework still needs doing. You may cry, and I'm here with you. This balance of warmth and structure creates security. Too much softness without boundaries creates chaos. Too much control without warmth creates fear. Healthy regulation grows where compassion and consistency meet. As children enter later childhood and adolescence, emotional coaching evolves. Older children may need journaling, exercise, private conversations, music, mindfulness, or time alone before talking. Respecting developmental changes matters. Regulation tools should grow with the child. Teenagers especially benefit when parents listen more and lecture less. Asking, do you want advice or just someone to hear you? Can preserve trust while still offering support. Emotional regulation at every age depends on feeling safe enough to be honest. Over time, these daily moments create something extraordinary. A child who once screamed may begin pausing. A child who once hit may begin speaking. A child who once shut down may begin asking for help. Change often happens gradually, then suddenly becomes visible. The goal is not raising children who never feel deeply. Deep feeling can become empathy, creativity, courage, and passion. The goal is raising children who can carry feelings wisely without being controlled by them. That skill will serve them in friendships, school, marriage, parenting, work, and mental health for the rest of life. If you want to teach emotional regulation, start small and stay steady. Name feelings. Validate emotions. Hold boundaries. Practice breathing. Create routines. Model repair. Celebrate progress. You do not need to control every meltdown. You need to become a calm guide through them. Children do not learn emotional regulation from speeches. They learn it through repeated experiences of being understood, guided, and loved through big feelings. What you practice at home today becomes their inner strength tomorrow. If this video helped you see parenting differently, support the channel by liking, subscribing, and sharing it with another parent who wants to raise emotionally strong humans.